Joseph.
My name is Isaac Daniel.
Additional is my name.
My name is Adamu Turaki.
My name is Biret Nanjuan.
Korede by name.
My name is Paulido.
Kayo Jones is my name.
I'm Mrs. Chiode Awao.
The pandemic affects me and the society in various ways. But me personally, it has affected me. One of the ways it affects me is the way I live as a person. I've been living in bondage. Like they say, you should cover your face, social distancing. You don't live your life the way you should live. It's a serious issue, and it's a problem to everybody. So it's just an evil that nobody prays for.
It did not affect me. I only noticed that things were not as it was before. There are a lot of changes in things. People stayed at home, lock up, and many other things have happened to people. They do not even have opportunity of going to where their food started to be rising. The farmers do not they don't have power to go to farm because people are running for this pandemic. Many people are being rushed to the hospital. Many have gone. But by the grace of God, by His mercy, some of us are still living. And I pray that with what we are doing to enlighten the nation on what we are to do, God is going to do something wonderful in your life.
Wow, it just affected me in all ramifications of life, you know. I couldn't move out, I couldn't see my friends, I couldn't do my business, you know. And, you know, it was really restricting, you know. I couldn't, well, the first time, you know, and the restrictions, you know, we have to cope with, you know. The measures from World Health Organization, you know, everything was just strange to me, you know. I'm a very free person, I like living a very free life, you know. So restricting, so it really affected me, you know. But I thank God for everything that things are changing. Okay, I survived miraculously. Honestly speaking, it was a miracle because before the pandemic, I did a job and I was paid. You know, before a week to the pandemic, you know, before the lockdown. As a job I did, I was paid, you know. So through that job, I was surviving gradually, and I was praying, you know, and God, you know, and God were making ways for me, you know. People were sending me money. So I was praying, and God that I really survived. God really helped me to survive.
Of course, it was a tough experience, and nobody expected something of such. And it came, and we were not prepared. And there was this an instruction from the federal government that everybody has to stay at home. And so I guess as I was just finishing my project, and I think it was a few weeks to my convocation, and we just got the news and we had to just stay at home. There was nothing to do, and I was even in school. I could not go home, so I was then broke. You know how it was. And
this pandemic affected everybody, especially last year. Even to eat just 1 square of meat, it's not an easy task. If not for the help of the people that surrounded my family, by now I would have been a dead person. But I thank God I'm still alive.
During the pandemic, we had a lot of things, a lot of challenges. I personally was affected because of my ability to go for youth service on time. But though, by the grace of God, thank God I'm serving right now. And based on the monetary aspect.
So how did you manage your finances?
The way I managed my finances was I had some few things. I'm actually into a little kind of business. I don't really want to go into that, but I had as I was managing it, though it didn't really affect. It didn't affect me that bad, but I was affected.
It was really hectic, but I just try to cut some expenses that are not really very, very important. I cut it off, and I go for the necessary things.
So I would like to know how the pandemic affects you.
well, the pandemic truly, individually, the fear was there. Everybody was paranoid, and because you may not know who has it, who doesn't have it, because it doesn't show. The symptom is just like somebody feeling headache or having catarrh. So you won't know. Or even somebody sneezing, you'll be afraid.
So the fear is more than the pandemic.
Yes.
And then apart from that, it really affects many things. It really crumbled the economy. And financially, truly, everybody hear them. But now we are getting out of it.
Now manage, we could manage now because as things they go up, no be only clothes sef cost, everything is costly now. Both the food that we are buying, everything is cost. To government now, my advice now to just tell them to everything wey just cost now, make them make the thing to come down.
Make them help ask much more money.
Yes, no, make them let the things, both food and everything that we are buying now, everything is costly.
Good thing, we thank God for everything because this pandemic, the way it comes, the way it affected us, when we saw where it comes, everybody was gingered. Those who do not even believe, they begin run to God. They started running to God. Those who have been amassing wealth, you see how they started dishing out what they have been hiding out. You see? So this made us to know that there is God and there is love for one another. That is why you saw some people during that time, they started bringing out what they have been hiding out to buy foodstuffs, beans, rice, indomines, food everywhere. They started sharing it to other people, So for me as a person, the way it affected me during that time, business break, there was no, things were not moving well, business breakdown, movement was restricted. People's communication, even to go about meeting other people now, was even restricted.